Yo. That song. Killian loved this one, that son of a bitch. I used to hate it. I still hate it. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's just not. It was never the Eminem that I liked. They have an alternate helmet? Tahoe, Tahoe. Ah, it's fucking next week. Fuck. Fucking 5-year-old. Fuck. Always. Yeah, the DOC used to write it a long time ago. He probably still does. Thing is, like, once he wrote Dre's flow, like, he couldn't change it ever. It had to be the same. The cadence, everything has to be the same. You know, you can't just all of a sudden write him something unreal lyric shit. They created that person, that rap, you know, that character. Yeah, just, yeah, he likes heavy metal and shit. Who what? I heard you were listening to that other one when I first got on. It's like fucking that one where Lil Wayne's yelling, screaming.
Between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington
No.
Redskins.
Oh boy.
With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day
Who's
in our
that?
nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up
Who's
in the
that?
booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their
I
way
can't
out
really
of the
hear 'em.
tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Redskins.
Streaming live.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Gave them their 1960s jerseys. I always liked those helmets, but it's Florida State in my opinion. He didn't say his fork in it though. To put a fork in it.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
He had the numbers of a game
Oh, you
last
sound like
week.
you're taking this pretty well.
You talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Gotta
Oh,
get
dude,
that
I would
changed
just
around.
want to just be by myself all the time. I didn't want to talk to anyone forever.
Now
For a
Haskins
long
on
time,
first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, Brian Bond, that's a fumble.
And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was
wow, he took him up the field
with that
and
time
then did a
frame,
spin
and
move
anytime he didn't get rid of the ball
inside
within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to
Oh,
show
I'm gonna
him
give him a
this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Dwayne Haskins has some tight-ass J's on. You ever give him those? Those are the sickest.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's like a tribute to them, like to the
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. The reception good for 7. It's third
Not
down.
really. I mean, that's kind of what they fucking look like, dude.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Right. Yeah, a little bit. That's because they're fucking pussies. Not the faggots.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he can only manage to
let's see
take
if this
this
guy
thing
can
to the
make this
38.
kick,
Well
dude. If they
shy
make
of the
this,
first
dude.
down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff.
Did they win again?
To tackle right away.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range.
Tennessee's
Surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel, when they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not. He knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
I never run that play.
You give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. And this is going to be
what a
he
throw.
won the fight for the football. That one goes for 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays.
Yeah, on to counter the yellow. I didn't want white pants.
Sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the front.
Man, I had him wide open, too.
Back at the 22.
Montez Sweat.
Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and
Rossum
that is
was the
sack
one.
number 7 for him on the year.
Enough takes to start
I was staring him down the whole time.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend. And they'll catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up.
That is the one right there. That's the best one I've ever heard in my life. Really?
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Maher is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
I was trying to tell you.
The opening drive, Charles does yield
I was giving you the playbook.
that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive.
No, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I was giving you the what not to do playbook.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
That one looks good so far.
I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Yeah.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins.
Yeah.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I feel like they don't mess up the guys anymore when they show them.
They were fantastic.
You don't like have a linebacker as your safety, a lineman as your safety.
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
How can they not just fix everything?
So after
they don't
the
know
second down
problems
incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is glorious.
Wow.
Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short gains. And you pile up statistics.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Yeah, he's money.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of
That's just not Marshall.
You know, make someone miss in the open field.
That
this shit will give you the power. This song will give you the juice that you need to get by.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
I was like his deepest possible. Eddie Pinero.
These kickers
on
now,
the bump.
It's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal. And
yeah.
You just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on 1st down. Townsend to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Playing about 5 years and 6 days.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
That used to be a go-to play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Townsend looking left sideline. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards.
Try that one more time, see if it works this time. Nope, looks like they're set up in the same defense.
Excited about. But big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was
Sweat,
the fist
dude.
pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Townsend. Funches has it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Wow.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside
that was
the
Von
10 at the
Gaston.
11. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Mark Cooper, though, on that side.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack.
Wow,
and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Reuben Foster,
just a yard
maybe?
on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Off the bootleg. Townsend. He'll buy some time right.
Why didn't he, dude? Why didn't he keep going?
Intercepted.
Why did he stop it?
And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Magic
A loss
touch,
of a
Nick
yard there to
Foles.
start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Haskins. And this is caught. It's
Oh my God.
Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Going on the ground with Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins.
No.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
The 1-yarder.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Yeah, but you just,
Tight end is a heck of
you're
a
afraid.
weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Oh, my God, dude.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
Oh,
and the
Marriott.
coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3, and it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
I need 2 scores right here. I need a quick one.
And that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack.
And
they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On Vaughn
Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Oh, only he could do that.
He got that with one hand. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them.
Harry Jackson looks tight.
Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, Quincy Wilson.
Right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Haskins.
Oh, Bryson bags. Zip out body
The
bag.
Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here.
That was when I
sack.
told Killian I had it, dude. That's it. I'm done. When he came out with this, it was over. It was all
the screen,
over.
this is Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went
Our relationship
backwards,
was
back to
done.
the 33. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
He's just basically saying that he can fucking make hits without it just saying anything. Just saying
he can
nothing.
only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shot.
That's what he was doing for a while, basically.
Now the Colts going
Just
to
making albums, just basically
just
just making a joke out of
with
it.
a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off-play action. Townsend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
That's why I don't ever kick against the line when I fucking punt.
The side judge says it went out just across midfield. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now it's Haskins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these
I didn't
scores
play any
around
soccer
the
this
NFL
weekend.
here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Yeah.
And it's the
that'd
Jaguars
be a
who have
cool
the lead
little
in the second
camera.
quarter. Gardner Minshew
Football,
has thrown a touchdown
FIFA,
pass.
just a quick FIFA match every
From
game.
there, we'll head
20
to
minutes.
Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown
throwing a
Stadium.
game of the
And they have the lead
shizzle.
in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Kyle Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
I cannot fucking do shit.
Let's go, baby.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
I did not mean to throw that, dude.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Oh my god,
Picked
man.
off near the 32.
Long Gaston.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
What up?
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get about
you just go to like the what's new on your PlayStation screen.
Check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
The computer, we restarted our franchise. We were in the middle of year 4, and we just quit. We counted out 3.5 years in like a month and a half or something crazy.
Down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there. And he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
That shit's tight, huh?
Now Eckler trying to run inside,
How
but
many
nothing
people?
there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Is it hard?
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the
it's
first
probably
half,
phenomenal.
And that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still bumping Eminem?
They go play action now. Haskins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Diesel Gaming Network.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first
Diesel
down.
Gaming
And
Network.
they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, just like last play. From the gun, it's Haskins.
Wow, you missed that one.
Intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
I'm going to go to bed probably after this.
Score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws
people
come
do
and
that now. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know how people do that.
On the play, reading, reacting,
it's like
and then
cheating.
the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Moore, up and good.
Once they all
and
bite on the
decision,
fake handoff, the quarterback is gone.
Up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
It's like cheating.
And the kick is away.
Yeah, I've seen these dudes online do that shit like on YouTube. I watch a few guys play. They're pretty good, and they play against guys. All they do, there's guys that haven't thrown one pass in their life online. They just literally run the ball every time Wildcat.
Field position and throwing that
You know, it's 3rd and 90.
Attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
There he goes. He's gone.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. He gets it into the arms of Parker.
That was huge right there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case.
I'll send Rachel right now. He's just going to send her on a goose chase to go drop something or grab something.
Catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Yeah.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on
he thinks he doesn't like him.
First play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able
now you're
to hold
comparing
that
Jordan to Tupac.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah.
On the gun, Townsend. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning,
history,
and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
He's like, thanks,
so
Steve.
they play the field position game here.
He's doing Barkley's sitting at home talking to Chris Bruno, talking about no one likes me. My face hurts.
That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions.
Right, film then.
Why. He plays a game of great intelligence.
Yeah, they made this shit then. They say he's been sitting on this since then, this footage.
It's so fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Yeah, it was like this
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is Parker, complete.
You're going to ride with LeBron to the death.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
They better play football, dude. We better have football or I'll flip. And there better be fans in the stadium. What?
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throw on 1st down, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one's
hey, my buddy Jared's on here right now.
Chance to come down inbounds because
Jared Warner. He's Philly. He's playing Chris Bruno's sound bites right now from Facebook Messenger. Listen.
Now a give, right side.
You're all fucked out like he was on the thing.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, Callaway. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
He is. He's going to do some
stupid
shit.
And it's going to bring up a second and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Damn.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Is he really?
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20.
He's taking the Dolphins right now on a ride in our franchise. I traded him, dude. I traded him Nick Foles and fuck, who was it? Marcus Valdez-Scantling for a first-round pick.
They add on to their advantage.
I'll be right
nice
back on
throw
here.
there by the second-year quarterback.
And
someone called and he said, "I'll send Rachel."
Usually your rookie season is a continuation.
He just remembered probably right now that he had to go tell her,
and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
You gotta go meet
Now he's
so-and-so.
settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and
He had
sometimes
to
third
tell us about
progression. That's
LeBron for a
nice
minute.
play.
Priorities. He's been wanting to tell me this shit for probably weeks.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Fucking kill you. I didn't realize this wasn't private. He just pops in.
And
I've talked to
following the
him
interception,
like a
just
month.
any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
I got some big interceptions in this game
Just go
that
ahead and be
put me
loose
in
with the
the
football again. You're going to take care of
Not
it,
really
but you
paying
have to be
attention right
careful
now
not
because
being
I'm talking
too
so much.
cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down.
No, there's
Haskins.
another one for the ledger.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks.
Yeah, he was. He could move.
And I know this
That's
the
for
holiday
damn sure.
season because here we
I want
are.
to see
Easter
Jamar
Sunday,
Cooper
right?
getting
It
the
is the
space.
season of giving. Maybe for his own
This ain't
sake
gonna work
after the
out.
game,
Fuck
he
it.
may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets
He got
this
a little
one
late and
inside the
started
15,
creeping
just
back.
a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, I got
No doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd and 9 now. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is
awesome.
Touchdown,
Indianapolis.
I
rarely ever let them. I never let those guys get all the way over. I should.
They were still throwing with
You do that a lot. Yeah, you're real good at those slants, man. Just waiting, letting that guy get in space. I'm always like looking for that first window instead of just
They just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Moore.
Oh, it's a huge play easily.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Kind of a disappointing
this field a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Jake Elliott, that was who I had, the guy that kicked the 65-yarder.
Here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Fucking left
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
He's real good. He always has huge years.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins to throw.
Oh, Lester Lewis again.
Threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer.
They've been like the whole game.
Is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it.
We've watched them build this team.
By them.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins.
Oh, what a play.
The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Alpha. Check 31, check 31. Pilot, 64, weak. 66, pull it high. Shoot, watch the shoot. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Townsend. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Alert, alert. Get it.
On 3rd down. Callaway, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Check. You drop. Now.
On 1st down, Townsend. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Looking for Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw.
No!
Townsend to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there.
Really?
With touchdown number
50th
23
career.
here on the year.
I thought that would have been his goal for the drive.
The touchdown was scored by the runner.
Was
but the
it?
offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly. Allowed him easy access to the end zone.
They're good, dude.
Extra point
Lamar's
by
unreal
Mar,
on this game.
and good. And the decision to just kick
Pittsburgh,
the extra
Mariota's
point winds up
has
successful.
a good game.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's Mar to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard
That'd be fun. I'd be excited to play that.
Once more, leading
It'll be
his
interesting to see
offense back onto
who's
the
in that.
field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocket and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit in that direction.
58, the converted left outside linebacker.
That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back.
I'm going to come out
and
and
let's see what
the
they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
He's just fucking around.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
He doesn't even
One
really
thing I
mean
can
it.
say
He's
pretty
just being
safely,
fucking
that
killed.
route is not called if you don't have a
Everything
guy
is
who can throw the ball
LeBron,
and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Great, that's what
it takes a
we got
strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
All he does is sit at home and listen and watch all those fucking shows on
Throwing again on
ESPN.
second down. Haskins.
That's all he does.
And he finds Parker here, complete.
Until he gets all the
catches for him
top.
now on the year, and he's got a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL...
It's good though. That's fun. That's what makes it fun.
What's been a dormant offense in this second half.
It's
Here's
always
first
tough when
and
they're
10.
running on you and you don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
Now Haskins on first down. And this one complete to
Dude,
and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins and the offense with a first and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Now Haskins to throw it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Haskins will throw. That's going to be caught.
You gotta be joking me.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
Yeah.
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed.
Every guy just curls.
Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
Yeah, you just get lucky and
that'll cut the lead down to 18. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown.
do they sneak in that song? There's nothing holding me back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
Who's their coach? Who's that right there? I know that face.
And shake hands, yes. Get out of there.
Yeah.
So this one winds
exactly.
up in Indianapolis.
I was like, who is that? I know that.
They were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week.
That sounds like about the most West Coast shit it could be. And it's Wiz Khalifa, huh?
So for the Colts,
yeah, this guy thinks he swears he's from the West.
And they will head back home next
the
week.
Funniest shit I ever heard.
For the Redskins, they dropped their 7th game on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Oh, the first time he hit Bud, he turned into a West Coast G.
Our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon, saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, these guys had 9 receptions, 6, 5. Wow, it was a tough game. Damn. Kenny Moore, man, he's having a fucking hell of a campaign since the second half. Bowman with 2 more big ones. Okereke trying to make a push for that fucking Defensive Player of the Year. Looked like Leonard had it sewed up midway through the season. Really about week 10. Bobby's got 5 picks in his last 2 games. The worst part is going to be tomorrow at like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's about 7 o'clock right when I get home from work. You're going to be going, oh my god, this is like that. At that point, you're going to be like, oh, this is the worst ever. Oh yeah, you'll know you gotta, yeah, you gotta go there. Does he ever have one with Drake? I wonder why he doesn't have any with Drake. Saquon Barkley moved up into the number 2 and he's in the 2 in the MVP. Kevin Sherry's number 5. Cam Newton slid down to 4. Callaway at 3 right now. McKee at 6. Mahomes 7, Garoppolo 8, Lamar Jackson 9. Jared Werner, the leader in the Callaway's number 2 and Offensive Player of the Year. McKee 3. Andrew Luck just putting together a hell of a fucking year. Bobby Okereke jumped Leonard. No way. 5 picks in his last 2 2 games. Where is J.J. Watt? DeMarcus Cotton, Offensive Rookie of the Year, 64 overall for the Dolphins. I love it. DeMarcus Cotton. Who else do the Dolphins have? Percy Brackenridge for the Raiders is on it. Parsons still running the show. Isaiah Shaw, 82 overall. Jesus. Pittsburgh's got a guy, Raheem Roosevelt, 78 overall. Raheem Roosevelt. Timmy Townsend, number 2. Going up. Cortland Sutton and Paris Campbell, 1 and 2 for best wide receiver in the AFC. That's tight. Yeah, he's shit. He's had 4 TDs in his last 3 games. Yeah, look at Braden Smith. He's an 89 overall now. Join. Lester Lewis is 3rd. Where's Bowman, dude? He's not even on there. What? That's what I thought he said.